Okay, so a little update. We got a hood from our main man Dan over at Maryland Mustang. I was looking online and looking for hoods, and I actually didn't want a turn signal hood originally, but he had these in stock. It was very competitive pricing wise, so me and the fiance went ahead and threw it on. Come to find out, we were missing one of the clips for that top one and that screw. Had no idea. And we got it lined up pretty good. You know, everything's closing, it's nice. Gaps are decent for it being aftermarket, but not perfect, but I think that's more so due to my skill. So we just have it to where it just closes right now. And got it to where it's not hitting on the back here. This gap actually turned out really good. And this side's pretty good all the way up until about there. And this side's pretty good till you get up towards the end. So clearly it's the whole thing needs to be kind of shifted a little bit, but I'm not a body guy, so I'm gonna leave it for now. Did end up losing my tripod, so we were trying to get a time lapse and we couldn't find it, and instead of messing with it, we just let it go. Let's see. Oh, I got the fuel filler neck in today. Unfortunately, I'm running into an issue where the fuel cap is hitting, and it's actually extremely hard to turn. So I don't know if this guy needs to come like out more or what, but I had to use a hammer and a flathead screwdriver and kind of punch it on these ears here to get it on and off. To get it off, I turned it as hard as I could by hand. So something's not right there. I don't know what. So I'm gonna have to keep playing with that. I was planning on running a fuel line, but that didn't happen today. Last night when we were still looking for our tripod, Heather helped me out. We sealed it all. She did this side, I did over there. We just used everything we had up, had a little bit left. Now I'm going to be running and putting on some of the sound deadener. So I did the sound deadener in the doors. I'm going to be doing the floors now. I'm going to see how much I have. I'm hoping to get quite a bit done since I have a box, and I think I only used like 2.5 sheets for the doors if I remember correctly. So like maybe 4 sheets altogether. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start laying that down, and you know, getting the sound deadening in. I did get my new cowl from Dynacorn in from CJ Pony Parts, upper and lower. I don't know if it was, I believe it was FedEx, but that box was completely open. So yeah, I don't know the distributor there, because I did get from CJ what was going on, but the box was completely open on one side. Luckily both pieces were in there. I haven't looked yet to see if they were dinged up or anything. I just kind of opened it like right in front of the FedEx guy. And then I also bought CJ Classic subframe connectors, the bolt-in ones, but I'm going to be welding them in. And that box was in really rough shape too, and hardware was coming out of the box, so I'm pretty sure I'm missing some, but it doesn't really matter because for me I'm going to weld it in. But yeah, I don't know. FedEx, yeah, I guess they're not great with parts. I try to stay local to Maryland Mustang. I mean, it's about to be recycling day, but you can see the big nice box that came in pre-packaged. You know, it came with all the bubble wrapped up corner protectors, like this heavy duty foam stuff. So whoever Dan was using there over at Maryland Mustang, I guess their shipping and distributing was taking care of a little bit more. So I'm gonna try and figure out a way to, you know, stick this up with the tripod for the sound deadening. This is just going to be kind of just an update video, but plan is, yep, just to throw some sound deadener on the front pan to start, then the rear. I don't want to do the seat, but one, I don't think I'll have enough, and 2, I don't know if that's going to interfere with actually getting the seat mounted. And then I'll be coming in from the top side, just pushing down with a pair of scissors through the plugs, which I have all new plugs, of course, from Dan. And I'll just, you know, poke it down, get it close enough, and then we'll call it from there. Or I'll just cut out a little square. Not sure yet. But yeah, I'm gonna get to it. We're gonna try and find my tripod. I don't know where it went, so we're gonna do some looking around for that, and hopefully get you guys a time lapse going. So we went ahead and finished up the sound deadening in the car. Heather was able to come on out and give me a hand, so pretty happy with how it turned out. I was gonna do a time lapse, but honestly, it's just difficult trying to find an angle. Just wanted to knock it out. It was a super easy thing to do. We did have, I don't have my keys on me, but I bought this off of Amazon, and then we used it was originally called Kill Mat, and I guess it got rebranded into this. And we used 1, 2, 3, 4, so 5 sheets per side. And then I didn't feel like it was necessary to go all the way up in the back. It's dinner time and late and hot, so I may end up adding some more over the transmission tunnel as well. I'm undecided on that. I want to make sure that I do have some left over for the trunk without having to buy a whole bunch more. So I'm going to see kind of how people are doing online, starting to go Google and Facebook, see how people are doing it. I did buy the rollers, which don't have the keys, so I bought the little rollers. One was about a 3 or 4, probably 3-inch roller, and one was like a 1/4 inch, maybe. The bigger roller was awesome. That little one's really good for getting into deep spots and spaces, but it kind of cuts through the sound deadener just because it's so thin. It gets more, that weight isn't dispersed as much. So take a note of that if that's the route you're planning on going. But yeah, really happy with how it turned out. As you can see, we did pretty dang good. I mean, it's just stick it on, roll it on, so nothing too crazy. At first, I was trying to get everything all lined up perfectly, and then I was like, you know what, carpet's gonna go over it, so let's just get it done. We got about a little over 60 days left for our wedding, so I want this car to, you know, be a little bit further along in the process before then. It is our getaway car, so I'm hoping, alright, get it painted before then. There's not going to be too many more videos coming out, I think, of me working on the car. This is a little bit of an turning point for me. I am not going to do the cowl. I just don't want to do it. I think I can, but with my timeline and everything, and the fact that that sets the gaps for the windshield, the hood, the fenders, I would much rather, and it's actually a very structural piece of the car. I think I'm going to turn that over to professionals. They can probably knock it out in, you know, a quarter amount of time it would take me. And you know, given the fact I am on timeline, I think I'm just going to turn it over to them, unless it's outrageously expensive. I am going to be contacting them tomorrow and get an idea. This weekend, I probably won't have any time to work on the car, so I think the plan is tomorrow I'm going to go get a drum sander, one of those orbital like drum sanders, with some 80 grit, and I think I'm going to start going to town with trying to get all of the blue paint off. I actually might even run over there tonight, honestly, and have it ready for tomorrow. But yeah, start getting all the blue paint off, everything done. I'm hoping to have that done in a couple days, and then just using some Eastwood of that roll-on primer. Yeah, let's see, I still will have to do this piece here. Again, I think I'm going to turn that over to professionals. It just sets the body gaps and the lines too much in order for me not to be able to do it. I'm going to have them take a look, obviously, at my gas cap. Something's weird. It won't turn anymore. It's like stuck on the metal. On the taillight panel, it's very difficult to get off. And as you can see, I think I showed it earlier, it's rubbing really bad. So I don't know if this piece is slightly thicker. I need to like bend these out or what. So I'm gonna have them take a look at that. I'm also wanting them to address the quarter panel. I did buy the quarter panel patch, but it's junk. Don't buy it. It's not even close. It's not even worth it, honestly, that piece. Let's see. Yeah, so plan is to get in contact with a local place to me, a couple hours away. They've done a lot of Mustangs. Yeah, I think I need a new door hinge. I'll let them figure that out. But I'm gonna contact them and have them come out, check out the car, and pending, you know, how much they want to charge and everything, working with them. I mean, I'll probably turn in the car right away. So I'm gonna make a list, some things that I need. I need a grill, lower valence. I want to keep the stock valence, but I think what I want to do is trim it, kind of like the Shelby. So kind of just follow that line and trim the stock one. All the ones that have a nice big opening there are fiberglass, and I honestly just don't want any fiberglass on this car. Yeah, all my fenders and everything are good. Sand those down. I'll get new emblems. That's nothing. Same with taillight bezels. Chrome around the wheels and tires. I don't necessarily care about that. And then I still do have my CJ Pony Parts subframe connectors I still do need to install. I think that's the last thing I got. Sanding CJ and the subframe connectors. Then ordering the hood vents. Yeah, so my car is gonna live outside, so I did have a question for all you guys that have this water going down in here, especially if you can see the battery. So I'm a little worried about that, to be honest. I don't know if I can get something under there, a little tray, weld something up. I don't know. So if anybody has any recommendations, let me know. But that's gonna be it for this one. We did put the hood on. Talked about that a little bit earlier. It was pretty difficult to get it lined up as good as we got it. It took us probably 30 minutes of trial and error, going back and forth, pushing, pulling, you know, trying to shim it, match it on each side. And we got it to, you know, this point here where it's still cockeyed a little bit this way. I'm obviously being over exaggerating, but it needs to come back a little bit more to the left. I think it'll be good. Nothing's hitting, and the back portion is actually pretty freaking good. Back gap on the back is really good. So I'm going to let the professionals take care of that, getting the door gaps lined up. I think my hinge is bad on the driver's side, which is very, very common. And trunk I got pretty dang good, but it could definitely use a little bit of work. And then the passenger door came out, I mean, awesome. The lines and everything on that are great, so they probably won't have to do much there. And yeah, I'll probably just patch up the antenna. I might just take that out and patch that up myself. So really happy with the progress. It's a black and blue car now, a little bit of rust. And then I am looking at either getting these wheels refinished as well. They're 04 Mach 1 wheels. I like the look of it because it is, you know, a little modern take on a retro style wheel. I think all cleaned up if they were machined and actually had the chrome. And then if I painted the insides black, I think that would really look really, really good. So I'm going to be potentially looking around for a set, but you know, budget, you know, whatever it allows for. So, but thanks guys. I've been getting a couple hundred views on my videos, so I'll try to keep posting everything I can and keep going from there. If anybody's in the Maryland area needs a hand, let me know. I'm always down to learn and try and help out where I can. I've had a couple people reach out and help me out and suggest some things that have really made it a game changer. So I appreciate all of them. All right, we're gonna keep getting to it. Thanks guys. Okay guys, so I want to keep that last little rambling bit in the video just to show that there's a lot on this car that I didn't want to do. But I ended up doing it anyway. Restoration shops in my area, they start at $100 an hour, just depending on the work. And I will be uploading videos on all of the work that I have done. I have been putting forth some long hours, really good effort. And I'll do a little sneak peek of the car, you know, just a little bit. Don't want to give away too much, as I'll be getting to a lot more of the other videos, but I'm pretty happy with how everything's turning out. And kind of in a sense almost happy that they were very expensive and that they couldn't meet the timeline that I would need anyway. I've learned a lot of new skills and have a lot more respect for the entire process. And I mean, I'm pretty excited about everything that has happened. I tried adding in there, I did end up adding more sound deadener on the entire transmission tunnel as well. That was suggested to me on one of the many Facebook pages or vintage Mustang forums or something, I don't remember, somewhere online where everybody does all the transmission tunnel as well. So I will keep trying to upload a little bit quicker. I have quite a few videos to sift through moving forward. A lot of sanding, and as you guys can probably guess it, a lot of sheet metal repair. So stick around if you guys want to see that. I will show everything I've done. Made a lot of mistakes along the way, but at this point I'm really happy to share what I've done with this car and what the future plans are with it before the wedding. When I post this, I have about 30 days until my wedding, and the car still needs to be painted. I just got it running again pretty solid the other day, so I will be posting up that process and what direction I end up going.